I would assume it's coming from the opposite side this time.
This is throwing me off. Maybe on the other side.
I can't see. It was easier to see jersey numbers.
Yeah.
Substitute in.
You need binoculars now.
I'm gonna have to do that. What number do you see there for that? In case you're zooming in.
I got the binoculars at home, but it's a little weird also not having all the windows here. With a nice warm breeze.
I'm gonna wait until I see that other team.
Side the world stars such as Abby Wambach and Carly Lloyd. He also has been head coach at Buffalo State, my old alma mater, for 12 years. So Rudy's going to try to put all that experience to work tonight and get this team on the winning track and open up the season on a winning note.
Oh yeah, I think that would be a great asset for Rudy. I mean, for the Stallions. Like Tony said, you know, Rudy been around the Buffalo area for a very long time, a highly respected coach, and wish you a good game.
Yeah, let's hope that the weather holds off. Of course, it's been raining all day here in western New York, Tonawanda, and it's a little bit chilly. I remember, Steve, last year when we had the home opener, we had nearly 1,500 people. It was sunny. It was hot, and actually it was so hot up here that we had fans in the press box. Tonight, no such luck. As a matter of fact, I brought in some hand warmers because it's going to be a little bit chilly. But hopefully the players will be okay, and they'll be getting going and on a good note, and the Stallions have come out with a winning record. The Cleveland team last year, they are, as we mentioned, they were a team that had a 5-3-2 record, and they're clamoring to get back into the postseason for the first time since 2024. Only three players on this roster from Cleveland's team last year. Goalkeeper Colin Monroe, defender Noah Sandel, and midfielder Alec Naguki. Coach Joe Jovanowski enters his third season as head coach. So he has a turnover. Pretty much the whole team is new, Steve. How is that going to work with?
ID. Not all state-issued IDs will cut it. Check out tsa.gov/ID and see which TSA acceptable IDs make the grade, like a real ID or passport.
Before you jet, do a little prep, and you're good to go. Check out tsa.gov/ID.
All right, fans, to ensure a safe, respectful, and enjoyable environment for all, we are enforcing a zero-tolerance policy regarding spectator behavior. All spectators are expected to show respect to all players, coaches, officials, and fellow spectators, refrain from any form of abusive, offensive, or unsportsmanlike behavior, and follow all facility rules and staff instructions at all times. Inappropriate behavior, including yelling at officials, taunting players, or using foul language, will result in immediate removal from the premises. Further disciplinary action may be taken, including bans from future events. Let's work together to keep our events positive and supportive for all participants. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, Buffalo soccer fans, get on your feet and make some noise for your Buffalo Stallions!
Yeah, I gotta figure something out. I want to make a graphic with I could get stuff from last year where it's like plays like a little 1 minute get set go into this beast. Yeah.
Rescue organization.
Go back to my singing in the rain.
You know what? There's a pretty sweet upbeat version of that by Jamie Cohn, the jazz singer.
You guys start to stream yet?
Sweet, thank you. Where's that halftime thing? We are going to do that. Okay? Just read them all off.
U.S. Department of Education.
Reed Milne, R-E-I-D, M-I-L-N-E. Okay. 2010 boys. Okay. Are you good? Yeah.
Can I stop the clock like last year at 45 and let it down and continue to look at
You'll be able to listen as the fourth official. What was I going to say? Oh, if you can do me a favor. Yeah. Goals are scored. Yeah. Could you write down the time and who scored an assist? Just absolutely write an article after. Yeah, you bet. And I'm going to have Steve proofread. Okay.
I'll have my wife do it then.
Stallions soccer on Hometown 1340 WL.
Back, we're ready for tonight's kickoff between the Cleveland SC and the Buffalo Stallions. Referee Ankur Singh gets the teams. They're all lined up, waiting for the linesmen to get in position. And the 2026 home season for the Stallions is officially underway. With a long ball right down to the middle, cleared out by John Kadge. Ball in the 18-yard area of Buffalo is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland's ball. Cleveland already starting to put pressure. Last game they played, Buffalo was scored on by Cleveland in the first few minutes of the game. Cleveland knocks the ball back to their own goalkeeper, Colin Monroe, who gets it out to Rodrigo Bandera. Again, a long ball down the field. Looked like a handball. It is a handball. It'll be Buffalo's ball. John Kadge was marking the forward Hakeem Musaba for Cleveland. I think those two guys are going to be introducing themselves quite often tonight. The ball's in the Cleveland zone. It's brought up. They turn it back into their own zone. Buffalo trying to put some pressure on. They're knocking the ball around, and some good build-up right now for Tyler Cole. The ball goes into the goalkeeper, Colin Monroe. Will put the ball in a play. He picks it up. Cleveland trying to build up out of the back. Very difficult to see the numbers on the back of the jerseys, Steve.
Yeah, I agree
Cleveland.
with you. Yeah, with that orange and black.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
Ball is in the Buffalo zone. Cagdi on the ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Put in the play by Jason Hernandez. The ball was for Tyler Cole, but he could not get to it. Trying the ball for Johnny Pizzino. Could not connect. Bandera with the ball for Carmignani, but it was cleared away by Buffalo.
There's a foul coming
There's
in.
a foul coming out. Foul against Johnny Pizzino. Carmignani on the left side. Plays it back to Coding. Long ball. Headed out by Buffalo. Worthington try to get away, but good defense by Cleveland. Bandera.
Well, that's perfect. That's my second thought. I just needed to
Cleveland still controlling the ball. Buffalo's trying to pressure them, but doing a good job. Carmignani through ball, but Cagdi is again there. Loomis heading it out, but it goes back to Carmignani. Jason Hernandez comes through. Well, the ball goes back to the Cleveland defender, who chips Riley Quinn, but the ball goes back to Jack Petrie. Four minutes into this game, this opening home game for the Buffalo Stallions. Again, they were defeated by Cleveland last week by the score of 3-0. And Cleveland scored in the first minute, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit better tonight. Here's Tyler Cole with a through ball to Worthington. The goalie comes out and cleared out by Colin Monroe. That was promising looking, Steve, but the goalie came out way out, outside the 18 to clear it out. Crowd still filing in here on a very wet night in North Tonawanda. Of course, the weather has not been too cooperative this year. Steve, in the old days, after all this rain, we would not be playing for a month.
Yeah.
Remember those days where it was just, and now at least they have the luxury of the turf.
Turf field,
Good
yeah.
flick by Cleveland. Goes to Hakeem Musaba, going in, being chased. Almost an own goal. It's going to be a corner kick. That ball was put inside the box, and the Buffalo defender almost put it in his own net. Be a corner kick for Cleveland. Buffalo marking up. Jack Petrie calling out orders. Here's a chip in a box. It's headed out by Buffalo. But still in there. Here we go. Buffalo could have a break.
Yep.
The pass is just too far. And Buffalo could not touch that ball. Tyler Cole will put the ball into play or make that Jason Hernandez looking for an open man. To Worthington, who gets bumped from behind, but no foul. Called on the play. And Cleveland with the ball. Bandera. Good pressure by Buffalo. Here comes Loomis. Loomis looking to chip inside, but it was cut off by the Cleveland defense. Ben, well, there's a 50-50 ball, and it's going to be Buffalo's ball. Good tackle by Sean Cagdi, who was the player of the game for Buffalo last game. even though they lost 3-0, but he was very effective and worked really hard out there. The crowd braving the elements as we gather here on this Saturday night in North Tonawanda. Buffalo will be back at home this Wednesday, so make sure you get your tickets for this Wednesday's game at home again, and hopefully it'll be better weather conditions. Ivan Vangu with the ball up to Tyler Cole. Cole runs away from the defense. He goes in on goal, but knocked off the ball at the last minute. Good run by Tyler Cole. It'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Good pressure by Johnny Pizzino, tracking back to help the defense. Jason Hernandez for Ben Schmidt, but connect. John Hollis, long pass to the right side, being marked by Riley Quinn. Inside to Hollis. It's cleared out by Buffalo. Ivan Wangu. The ball goes back to Colin Monroe. 0-0, 8 minutes into this first half between the Buffalo Stallions and the Cleveland SC. Ball swung over to the left side to Carmignani. Looks inside and finds his man. Nico Romeo clears it. It'll be a goal kick for Buffalo. Steve, what do you think so far?
Well, so far it looks like the field have a lot to do with it. It's wet, so most of the time the ball is just skipping. Long ball, here we go again.
Yep.
I think what Buffalo need to do is just settle it down and start looking for some better passes.
Yeah, try to find a long ball is not going to be effective tonight, especially with the turf, as you mentioned, being so slippery. It's going to be very difficult to try to connect on a long ball. Cleveland bringing the ball up. Riley Quinn knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. Buffalo is marking very tightly. They want to try to hem them in to their own zone. And now they switch. The guy that's going to throw, and it's going to be a long throw. And the ball slips out of his hands, but Ivan Wangu heads it out. That'll be throw-in once again for Cleveland at midfield. No shots on goal so far. And Buffalo would like to change that, get some shots on Colin Monroe and see what happens. Here's a long shot from 25 yards out, but it was defended well by Buffalo's defense. Cleveland controlling the ball. Pizzino trying to put the pressure out there. Bandera to his defensive partner. And honestly, I can't see his number, so I'm having a really difficult time. Worthington comes down with the ball, but a bad first touch, and the ball goes out of bounds. He looked like if he could have controlled that ball, he would have been able to cover some ground because there was nobody around him. But it was not to be. Carmignani to Bandera, and the ball is in the zone of Colin Monroe. Buffalo cuts off the pass, but cannot connect. Jenkins with a through ball to Hollis, being marked by Cagdy. Vango knocks the ball up to Worthington, but the ball's taken away. Good defensive play by
number 14.
Yep, that's Tyler Cole. And Cleveland with the long ball inside the box, but it's stopped by Jack Petrie. That was dangerous because a little better touch inside the box, and he's one-on-one with Jack Petrie. Fortunately for Buffalo, that did not happen, and we still have a 0-0 score. Here comes Riley Quinn. Again, his first touch too far, and Cleveland gets the ball. Colin Monroe to Rodrigo Bandera. Here comes Conning. Down the right side, attacking, but the ball goes back to Jack Petrie, who corrals the ball and is going to look to see to pass it out to a teammate. He finds Jean Cagdy to Jason Hernandez. Back to Cagdy. And the ball is swung over to Riley Quinn. Buffalo still controlling the ball in their own zone, their own 18-yard box. Ball goes back to Jack Petrie. Looking for a ball, long ball down the wing for Andy Loomis. He heads it into the middle, but too many defenders for Cleveland. We have a foul. Apparently there's a foul. I thought it was the other way, but there was a foul against the Cleveland. Buffalo gets control at midfield. Do it again. It says a little further back. Referee Encore Singh.
There's an offside.
Oh, he did? It was offside?
Yep,
I didn't
was
see the
offside.
flag up.
Yeah, that's why.
Warmington for Pizzino. Pizzino fighting for the ball, but it's taken away by Cleveland. And here comes Cleveland. Musaba with the ball to John Hollis on the right side. Controlled by the Cleveland player. Tries inside pass, but stopped by Johnny Pizzino. Here comes Tyler Warrington. Carmignani tracking back and taking the ball away from Warmington. And here comes Cleveland once again. Bandera swings it to the right side. Gets away from the defender. Inside the box. He shoots, but the ball is stopped. Again, Buffalo is playing with fire inside the box. And it's cleared out by Buffalo, but again, long balls are not going to work, and Johnny Pizzino is on an island out there, and he's 1 against 3, and that's not always going to be. The numbers are not there for that, Steve.
Yes, sir. Yep. Hopefully, got to settle down and start doing some midfield build up for the attack. Right now, it looks like what they're trying to do, just try to clear the ball.
Here's a long down the sideline for Carmignani, but too far. And again, that the wet field does not help because it just skipped out of bounds. Jason Hernandez puts it back in. Carmignani heads it out. It's going to be, nope,
nothing.
He says play on. Too many bodies in one spot, Steve. They got to swing that ball to the other side. There was like 6 players. You could throw a blanket on them and cover all of them. That looked like the little kids when they played. You have 17 people on one ball.
Yep.
Jason Hernandez looking to build it up. Tyler Cole to Jason Hernandez.
Nice one touch.
There's a one touch to the left side. Here comes Andy Loomis. 1-on-1 with the defender. And now he's got help. The defender does. And here comes Riley Quinn to help. He tries to cross, but it's blocked on a play, and it'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. 16 minutes into the game, Buffalo Stallions soccer this year on Hometown 1340 WLVL, and of course on YouTube on Buffalo Stallions TV. And good to have you here with us tonight on this Saturday night in North Tonawanda. The Stallions are back in action this Wednesday here at home. Hope to see you there, and hopefully the elements will be with us, or better, so that we don't have to wear our winter gear at the end of May. The ball's on top of the box, but it's cleared out. Headed back in by Logan Diebold, and goes to goalkeeper Colin Monroe. As we mentioned, the next game for Buffalo is this Wednesday, May 27th, home against the Flower City Union. Team that won the championship last year, Steve. So the Stallions will have their hands full once again this Wednesday night. Cleveland with the ball, being watched by the defender, Andy Loomis. Good move by the forward. It goes off of the defender, Buffalo's defender. It'll be a throw-in, or make that a corner kick for Cleveland.
Buffalo have low.
Hey, Tony, Frank says to bump the noise a little for the crowd.
Okay. Here's Buffalo attacking. But the pass for Wormington would not connect, and it goes back to the goalkeeper, Colin Monroe. Once again, a long ball for Cleveland, cut off by the defense of Buffalo. And here comes Cleveland. 25 yards out. Inside the box, but it's cut off by Cagney. Cleveland maintains possession of the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Throw in for Buffalo.
There's a
Foul
foul
from
coming
behind.
out.
Yeah, foul. Carmignani going over the back of Ivan Vangu. That'll be a free kick for Buffalo. Jason Hernandez puts it back in play, and the ball goes all the way back to Jack Petrie. Buffalo loses possession. Good battle on the play, but they maintain possession. Cleveland does. Inside the box, the shot.
What a
Great
save.
stop by Jack Petrie as Luca Piazza broke in and took a shot one-on-one with Petrie, and Petrie was able to kick it out for a corner kick. Corner kick for Cleveland. 21 minutes into this first half, 0-0 between the Buffalo Stallions and the Cleveland SC. Ball's knocked out. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland.
Oliver.
O'Neal Mitchell will put it into play
Call him. Now.
on the throw-in. Looks like it's going to be a long throw-in to Carmignani, who flicks it back, but it's knocked out by Buffalo's defense, trying to get to Johnny Pizzino, but to no avail, as once again Cleveland is very well composed on defense and able to maintain possession. Rodrigo Bandera goes back to goalkeeper Colin Monroe. For a fresh take on the day, tune in to Brian Kilmeade Show live every weekday morning at 10, right after Tradio on Hometown 1340 WLVL. Cleveland at midfield with the ball, defended by Riley Quinn. Buffalo maintains possession. Ivan Vagu to Jason Hernandez on the right side. Here's Johnny Pizzino coming up a little bit further than he probably wants to, because Jason Hernandez slips and Cleveland is off to the races. Good defense by Ivan Wangu to track back and take that ball, because Cleveland looked like they had something going there.
It's a foul.
There's a foul on Ivan Wangu, and Cleveland will get possession of the ball. About 35 yards out. Encore Singh, the referee, checks on the player who stayed down a little bit, but he looks like he's going to be okay. "6 inches back," says Encore. Here's the kick inside the box. Jack Petrie comes out sure-handed. Outlet pass for Tyler Cole, but knocked away by the defense of Cleveland. Again, Carmignani with the ball. Looking to find a teammate. Back to Roberto. Bandera, excuse me. Long ball right to Jack Petrie. With the outlet pass to John Cagdy. Long ball for Pizzino. Pizzino trying to maintain possession of the ball, but Steve, that pass, I don't know how effective it's going to be, because it's 1 against 4.
Exactly. Yep. You gotta need a little support, my friend.
Yep.
Yep.
He's isolated, and it's going to be very difficult for him to try to do anything against 4 people. Ben Schmidt with a header, but the forward for Buffalo was in an offside position, so he let it go. Colin Monroe corrals the ball, swings it out to his defense. Bandera with the ball, looking for a teammate. Long ball down the field. Jason Hernandez is able to knock it up the field, but it goes off Tyler Warmington for a throw-in for Cleveland. 26 minutes gone in this first half between the Buffalo Stallions and the Cleveland SC. 0-0 the score. Long searching ball for Pizzino. Headed backwards toward Colin Monroe, very skillfully by the defense of Cleveland. Bandera with the ball, swings it to his partner across the field. Goading with the ball to Musaba. To Carmignani, could not connect. That'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Carmignani overlap from his left back position, but the ball was just 6 inches too far, fortunately for Buffalo, and we have a throw-in. Here's Warmington. Trying a ball for Loomis, but did not connect. And again, Cleveland gets the ball, but good defense by Riley Quinn, the captain of this team. And that'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. Carmignani with the ball. Musaba. Inside pass, back again to Carmignani, who plays it back to his defender, Bandera. Long ball to the right side, but stopped by Riley Quinn. And now we look like we're playing kickball. Loomis intercepts the ball to Tyler Cole for Warmington on the right side. Warmington one-on-one against Carmignani. Tyler Cole, unfortunately, cannot control the ball, and it's taken away by Cleveland. And they're looking to attack. Long ball down the field for Romero, but Jack Petrie comes out alertly and controls the ball. Cagdy once again with the ball for Jack Petrie. Buffalo controlling the ball in their half of the field. Long through ball for Johnny Pizzino, but alertly on the play, we got a throw in. The flag was up. Throw in for Cleveland. Carmignani on the right side. Good defense by Buffalo. Get the ball down the right side. Warmington's got some room inside the 18. He looks, he shoots, he scores! Tyler Warmington with a blast from the left side. Make that from the right side to the right of the goalkeeper and bent that ball right around the goalkeeper. Great shot by Buffalo, Tyler Warmington. And the Stallions are on the board, 1-0. Steve?
Yeah, I was going to say this is the first time that Buffalo actually have a number advantage in the attack. When they have the ball in around the 35-yard out, that they have 5 Buffalo players, and somehow the defender from the Cleveland got caught. They only have 3 against 5, and it was a lovely ball and a nice shot. You know, it's a well-deserved 1-0.
Yeah, and that was the first time tonight that Buffalo had a chance to break, and they were outnumbering that time. And Tyler Warmington, one-on-one against the goalkeeper, and he was able to make a move to the inside and bent that ball right around Colin Monroe. 1-0 for Buffalo. Great shot by Tyler Warmington. Carmignani tries an inside pass. Here's Cleveland trying to attack. Musaba with the ball. Some fancy footwork. Good defense by Buffalo. And it's going to be a throw-in for Cleveland. 1-0 Buffalo Stallions leading the Cleveland Soccer Club on a goal by Tyler Warmington. 30 minutes into this first half. And on cue, something we never see here in the spring in Buffalo, it's starting to rain. Well, at least it could be snow, ladies and gentlemen. Carmignani Did we bring windshield wipers for these windows here, Steve?
Well, I guess we need it, eh?
Yeah. Inside the box, good defense by Cagdy to get the ball out. It'll be a throw-in, but good defense by Buffalo. It's knocked out of bounds by Logan Diebold. It'll be a throw-in. All right, we need windshield wipers officially. All right, between water drops, can we see? Here's a throw inside the box, cleared out by Buffalo. It's still inside to Warmington. Just could not break away. He would have had some real estate to move. Steve, you have to open that window so we can see. All right. You will get electrocuted with all this. Oh boy, hailing? Is that hailing? There's a shot. Great save by Jack Petrie. Cagney with a good defense and clears the ball out. And Buffalo really dodged the bullet as the ball was inside the 18 of Buffalo. Oh boy. Wow, it's maybe a little bit too much. Is that hail?
That is really coming down, my friends, here. I'm telling you.
I'm going to have to close my window because I have all this power cords in front of me, and if I light up like a Christmas tree. Here comes Cleveland with the ball. Musaba to number 7 for Cleveland, Luca Piazza, but it's cleared away by Buffalo. Carmignani's trying to make up. He was the one that Warmington took one-on-one and was able to score on him. Here comes Cleveland once again. Good step up by Riley Quinn to cut off the pass for the forward on that right side of Buffalo's defense.
Yeah, he get a call. Yeah, the defender kind of like, obstruct him a little bit, get a foul. That was actually, that's a good foul, my friend. Now Cleveland had the ball at about 21 yard out. Actually, my bad, it's 30, about 30 yard out.
30 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
Like to say hello to Aldo Giamuso, who's listening to us out there. Hello there, Aldo. Nobody asked about you. Don't worry about it.
It's my old friend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So
yes.
You counted his only friend?
Oh, yeah. He played for me many years ago.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
The ball gets put into the box. Headed out, and then it's a goal!
Lovely ball.
Great ball
Yep.
by Cleveland. Great buildup as they took the free kick. Pushed it down the right side. The ball was cut back and inside the box. Just 5 yards away, and he just put it in without even having too much of an effort. And it's 1-1 between Cleveland and Buffalo.
Yeah,
I think Buffalo kind of fell asleep on that one.
That's right. I was going to say the Buffalo defender was playing very disciplined. Unfortunately, there was, you can only defend so long. Eventually, they got to score a goal somehow.
Luca Piazza with the goal, with the assist from John Hollis, and it's 1-1 between Buffalo and Cleveland. Here comes Musaba again. There's no foul. The ball gets knocked off the forward, and it's Buffalo's ball.
Apparently, my understanding is going to be, apparently the referee think that, he played the ball all the way, so he's going to let it go.
Have a throw-in for Buffalo. Once again, the ball slipped out of the hands. It's Buffalo once again. Be taken by Jason Hernandez. Warmington gets knocked off the ball. There's a play on. Tyler Cole swings it to the right side to Andy Loomis, but could not connect. And Cleveland builds up, coming up on Buffalo's half of the field. Gabriel Goding to Musaba on the left side of Buffalo. Defense tries an inside pass, but knocked away by Buffalo's defense. Good defense by Tyler Warmington to come back and help the team. Defense. And the ball goes back to Colin Monroe. Did it stop raining yet, Steve?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yep. Just laying up a little bit, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, it has not been a very pleasant spring. Throw in for Cleveland. 38 minutes gone in this first half. 1-1 between Buffalo and Cleveland. And you're listening to Buffalo Stallions Soccer on Hometown WLVL 1340 AM. And, of course, also on YouTube, Buffalo Stallions TV. And we'll be back this Wednesday, once again right here, as Buffalo hosts Flower City, a team that won the 2025 champions of the National Premier Soccer League. Throw in for Cleveland. Buffalo comes back. Loomis tries the ball for Warmington, but knocked away by the defense. Cleveland comes up with the ball to Musaba. Musaba one-on-one with the defender. Hits the ball, but it's knocked away by Jason Hernandez, and a play back to midfield by Carmignani. Alan Jerkowitz with the ball to Goding. Goding with the ball, being marked on a play by Andy Loomis. Swing the ball to the left side to Carmignani. Carmignani, the ball on his left foot for a through ball, goes to Jack Petrie. And the Stallions are able to maintain possession. Petrie puts the ball down. And once again, long ball, but it's knocked back by Cleveland. Good defense by Buffalo. Warmington tries the ball through, but could not get through. Carmignani takes the ball away, and now Riley Quinn puts the ball up in the air. Musaba with the ball, being watched by two defenders, but is able to maintain possession and gets it back to Carmignani. To Goding. Buffalo maintains possession. Here's Ivan Vangu. Long ball to Warmington. Warmington going in once again against Carmignani. He crosses it, but the ball is just to the top of the box, but Andy Loomis, 18 yards out, skies the ball. That was another good effort by Buffalo. And it looks like they're able to get that ball and find Warmington, and he's one-on-one on many occasions with Carmignani. Cagdy knocks the ball back in. Cleveland complaining that it should be a throw-in on there for them, but not so fast, says Ankur Singh. Buffalo's ball, throw in to Warmington. The ball on his left foot, knocked away. And Cleveland maintains possession, and here they come. Here's Cleveland maintaining possession. Through ball to Musaba. Ball skips away from him, but he still has possession to Carmignani. About 20 yards away. Goading with the ball, through ball. Taken away by Weigel. And here comes Andy Loomis. Andy Loomis is up on top. He goes the ball to Ivan Wangu. Tries to find Andy Loomis, but it'll be a goal kick. That looked promising, but the ball just too far for Andy Loomis. Cleveland maintains possession. 43 minutes gone in this first half. Romero. Ball caught off by Riley Quinn. Goes back to Cleveland. It is a foul on Buffalo. Free kick for Cleveland. Put in play to Carmignani. Seems like Steve Carmignani seems like he's the guy that they go to bring the ball. And they start every attack, looks like comes through him on the left side.
Yes, it does. I like to see them try to attack a little bit more on the right side. You notice the last goal they score on is the right side. And there are a couple chances all coming off from the right side. It seems like everybody all staying on the left side a lot more.
Right.
And spread out the field, guys. And
Cleveland is doing that much more than Buffalo. And they spread the ball and they use both sides of the field, where Buffalo does not. Piazza with the ball, he crosses it, but it is offside. Luca Piazza was the goal scorer for Cleveland.
Well, that's just one of the I shouldn't say one of the problems. That one of the things is because Buffalo are playing they're defending the team. They're playing defensive. Every time when Cleveland had the possession, all 11 players all back there. At one point, during one corner kick, they have 11 players inside the penalty area.
Right.
So there's no way they can come out. But with a couple chances they have, when they actually have the ball, they have a pretty good chances. Like right now, for instance, that's not a bad play.
Ben Schmidt playing defense against Cleveland, who tries the long ball down the right side of the field. And here they go again, down that right side. He crosses the ball inside, but over the head of everyone. And here's Carmignani, top of the box, to Goading with the shot. The goal! What a shot! What a shot by Gabriel Goading, about 15 yards, if that. He was left alone and blasted a shot right over the extended Jack Petrie. Had no chance on it. But they caught Buffalo on a counter.
Yep.
And they outnumbered them. And now it's a 2-1 lead by Cleveland over the Buffalo Stallions. Gabriel Goading with the goal.
Cleveland goal by number 8, Gabriel Goading. With the assist, number 66.
Well, Buffalo, I'm sure, right before the half was not looking to get scored on and go in the locker room down 2-1. But unfortunately, the Cleveland was able to capitalize on the number situation, getting back, countering, and Buffalo was just not able to get back in time. And Goading had a shot, clear shot, for about 15 yards out over the outstretched hands of Jack Petrie. There's a long ball that gets cut off by Cleveland. And now Tyler Warmington tries to pass for Pizzino, but cut off by the defense of Cleveland. And once again, here they come, attacking down that right side. but this pass is going to be caught off, and it'll be a goal kick for Cleveland. What do we have there? A couple of guys.
Yeah, I think Cleveland were trying to tell the
They wanted a
referee
foul
that he
there.
wanted a foul there. Yeah, but there's nothing there. The
They
ball
were
is
just grabbing each
yep.
other. Nothing happened.
Nope.
Goal kick by Jack Petrie. And here goes the whistle. And at halftime, the Buffalo Stallions are down to the Cleveland SC by the score of 2-1. As Buffalo took the lead with Tyler Warmington, and then Cleveland has scored the last 2 goals. And now it's a 2-1 lead for Buffalo. They'll go to the locker room, discuss things, and we'll talk about what they can do to get another goal to bring this game to a tie and hopefully win. All right, we're going to take a break as you're listening to Buffalo Stallions soccer on Hometown 1340 WLVL. And now you're able, and I referee and Steve referees, and we go around, we see everybody with cameras recording these games, and to be able to see what you did, it's got to be a huge benefit.
Oh, it definitely is. It's we're lucky enough as well to have a camera for each team, ages 13 and up. So, that from 13 and up, right, to have every game, as long as the weather's not crazy bad, be taped and have those kids, it's super beneficial for them. And then even our 12 and younger, we got a couple cameras where they can share as well, and so they're kind of, it's for them, it's a little bit more just kind of, it's cool to see themselves play.
Right.
But yeah, it's awesome.
So, how many teams does the Buffalo Stallions organization have now?
Honestly, total number, I'm not exactly sure, but 13 on the boys' side. If we go from 2016s all the way up to 08s, and then the girls' side 2016s, and then up until the 09s. Hoping to change that next year. With the tryouts are currently going on right now, but with the age group changes as well, hoping to add those teams a few teams that we're missing back in.
So, give us your background, how you got involved in this, and what is your experience?
So, coaching-wise, actually, I'll even start with playing-wise. I played for our directors, Kevin O'Neill and Tom Garrigan, back in my youth. Then I played at SUNY Cortland. Came back to Buffalo, immediately started coaching. I'm a teacher as well, a phys ed teacher in the Buffalo Public Schools. But I wanted to get back into coaching, so I immediately went back to Kevin and Tom and was like, how do I get involved? I started back in 2013, I believe. I got put on as an assistant for a year. Then I got a younger team years after that, and then I've been with the club ever since, being head coaches of different age groups. A lot of the guys on the field tonight I've coached, which is great to see them. One, that we have so many players on our NPSL that are from our youth clubs that played for us and now are at this level playing. But yeah, then the last few years I kind of came on as a director as well as head coaching, and I'm continuing doing that right now.
That's something you've been doing for your whole life, and after a while, it's the same way. there's a scale of things. You play, and then when you can't play anymore, you coach. Some of us went to the dark side and refereed. We were the biggest offenders, and now we became referees. And then, seeing how do you enjoy coaching in today's climate, if you will, as opposed to maybe in the days when we were growing up and the coaches that you used to have? What are the techniques that you use now that you could not, or that you can use? I should say you cannot use now that maybe the coaches used back then.
Yeah. Motivation's a big thing, right? Getting them motivated, and now it's kind of a little bit more of intricate little games and making everything a competition piece. Where back then it was a competition always as well, but the rewards or consequences were a little bit different.
Right.
We got to I remember always like doing like a fun game of like butts up type of thing, and just little things that like were back then for us were awesome. Now you definitely can't do things like that, but for it's maybe everything's a competition. So even it could be now for playing for a single push-up, right? It's playing for doing a dance, a funny dance or something like that. Depending on what age group you're at, but everything needs to be a competition with these guys because it's and girls. It's building that motivation for them to play more and to kind of have that fire with them inside. But it's honestly enjoyable. Like I said, maybe it's the teacher in me as well too. I love being around the players. I'm in these two professions for a reason where it's just enjoyable.
Right.
I enjoy my time.
Is there a particular age group that you enjoy coaching more than others?
If I had to pick one, I like a little bit of the older, especially with kind of how I'm doing my director role as well. It's a lot with college assistants and the technology piece, where it's just for me, it kind of connects more. But it's always fun to also always kind of go back to one of those younger age groups and just kind of see that true, pure enjoyment and like love of them just having fun out there. But at the older age groups as well, it's a little bit more serious. Focus needs to be there more at training. But if I had to pick, I guess the older. But yeah, the young ones still are also fun to be around and hang out with.
We're speaking with Corey DeVille. He is a coach with this Buffalo Stallions organization. And Corey, back in the days, we know that soccer was just something that was more spring, summer, where today it's an all year round with all the different facilities and all the leagues in a winter. Because I remember when we played, it was just in the summer. Actually, we were one of the few organizations that we used to rent the gym in a winter, and we would practice. But there were no leagues, there were nothing like that. So it's almost a full-time job now, right?
Oh, it definitely is. Yes. We're going basically year-round. I know for our older teams, we go from November, and depending on which league we're in, sometimes we're even earlier into September. But starting, officially kind of usually for the older teams, November, and then we go all the way to kind of July. They get, maybe a month or two off, and realistically, depending on their age, the older kids, they're not, because they're doing training on their own. They're training, they're doing camps, and then school soccer starts as well, and it's full year for sure.
And the league starts in May. The beginning of May, ends at the end of July. Within that period of time, tournaments, what do you guys compete in?
So the majority of our teams, our older teams, play in the GLA. We also have teams competing in the Thruway League as well. So those are our two main older leagues. And then even really when we start in November, we actually play tournaments then as well. So we'll go to college showcases for the older teams, or just even a regular tournament from like kind of 13 and up. And we'll usually get in a tournament or two in November, even early December. And then over the winter, we play in an indoor league. So this past year, we've been playing at Erie as well as Spire. Usually get 4 to 6 games. Depending on how many teams are in the bracket, but we usually get 4 to 6 games playing indoor, full field, 11v11, which is great for them because that's very hard to do. And then kind of throughout the spring, we'll throw in a few tournaments, state cups, things like that, and then finishing off that league play, like I said, whether it's GLA, Great Lakes Alliance, or it's Thruway.
What is have you calculated how many numbers, the number of games you play over the course of a season?
So 25 is kind of where we want to be at throughout the year. We're very big on not doing too many throughout the year and just overloading these players. We also know that it's important that they're spread out, so that's kind of our philosophy as well, of starting really in November and even before, and then kind of spreading them out throughout the year. That being said, spring is always a little bit heavier, right? You have league plays, you got a couple extra tournaments, so it's definitely a little bit heavier, but 25 is kind of the number we shoot for. Now, some teams play a little bit more, but we'll definitely at least get to 25.
Quickly talk about the philosophy and the goal of this Buffalo Stallions organization. I know they came, a couple years ago they put this organization together. Talk about the philosophy of the organization as a whole.
It's really based on, right, one being local, not just the NPSL, but in general, right, is starting from the ground up, bringing kids in at younger ages, and then the development piece of getting them through from young all the way out to college, and then even after that, coming back from college and playing for NPSL and for this team here. Development is the biggest piece. We are all about the process and trusting the process and building the technical skills, tactical skills as they get older. And we understand that it's a slow process. It's not, every player is different. Every player, they're gonna grow at different at their own pace, and we understand that sometimes you get the kid that 1 year is not hitting that growth spurt, and other clubs might be like, he's got to go. Well, we can see that long term of where he or she is going to fit in for us and where they can continue to develop, and we're all about that, making sure that these kids really, they trust the process. We have that long-term development goal in mind, to get them to where they're, where they should be.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Continue success, and I hope to talk to you again down the road. And talk about all the victories you've had.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, there you have it. That's Corey DeVille with the Buffalo Stallions organization, and you're listening to Buffalo Stallions Soccer's on Hometown 1340 WLVL. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
12. How do you pronounce his name? Is it Anay? Anay. Is it Anay Jadu?
Now, get in the back so I can get you a new car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love.
Would it be Jean Cagdi that was subbed out?
Protects.
Hear that? Your life. Perfectly.
You should be on like really soon.
When you drive after me. Life sounds pretty.
Anay Jadu? Well, I have Douglas up here. So, I see 12. And yeah,
Of this game between Cleveland and Buffalo, with Buffalo leading by the score, or make that Cleveland leading by the score of 2-1. Second half just getting underway. And Buffalo looks like they have
There's
new
a foul.
Yeah, looks like they have a new player in there. And it looks like Ane Diadu for Buffalo. That's nobody gave us substitutions, but I believe that's who that is. number 12, Annie Diadu. Here's a free kick inside the box. Pizzino tries to hit the ball but misses. Pizzino controls the ball to Riley Quinn. To Loomis. Back to Riley Quinn. Stripped of the ball, and here comes Cleveland. Cleveland maintains possession of the ball. Luca Piazza. Back to O'Neal Mitchell. Ribeiro. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo's ball. Let's see if Buffalo can get some shots on goal. Really, the only shot they had, Steve, in that first half was the one that they scored on.
Yep.
They need to put the ball toward that net and see what happens. Jerkowicz with the ball to Ribeiro. Ivan Vangu to John Cadney to Jack Petrie. Swings the ball over to Riley Quinn. Buffalo's looking for a foul, none forthcoming. It'll be Buffalo's ball, throw in. Riley Quinn will do the honors on the other side of midfield for Pizzino, being tightly marked by O'Neal. O'Neal Mitchell, that is. And it'll be a throw-in once again for Buffalo. For Johnny Pizzino, Mitchell steps in front of him and knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be thrown deep into the corner. Buffalo's ball. Coming up to take the throw-in is John Cagdy. The ball being wet is going to be difficult, Steve, to get that ball inside to launch it.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Well, he does. He throws it in.
It's a very nice ball.
Good throw-in. Goalkeeper Monroe gets it. Holds on to the ball, puts it down to O'Neal Mitchell. For Jerkovic. Back to Monroe. Coach Rudy Pompert shouting out instructions to his team. See if they can get that second goal and even this game up. Bandera, long ball, cut off by Riley Quinn. And now knocked out of bounds. Nope, that'll stay in bounds.
Youth coaches, are you looking for more resources?
O'Neal Mitchell controls the ball.
Look no further than Soccer Drive. Youth soccer.
And it goes to Jerkovic, who turns back in his own half of the field to Mitchell. Back to Jerkovic. Nice move to get away from Andy Loomis. To Gotting, one of the goal scorers for tonight's game. To Carmignani on the left side, who turns it back in his own half of the field. Bandera with the ball. Looking to find the seam to put the ball through. He tries it through. It goes to Musaba for Carmignani, but out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo's throw-in. 5 minutes into the second half. Buffalo looking to tie this game. In other NPSL action tonight, the Ambassadors of Ohio and Niagara 1812 at the half are tied 1-1. Here comes Cleveland. Ball's knocked in. Headed out, top of the box with the shot. Jack Petrie was able to get in front of that ball. And Steve, they let those shots from the top of the box. Those are going to be very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, especially with this kind of condition. The field is wet, the ball is kind of slippery, eh? Yep.
Throwing for Buffalo at midfield. Loomis trying to get the ball, but could not. Here comes Cleveland. Piazza loses it. It'll be Buffalo's ball. Ben Schmidt could not find a teammate. John Hollis, one of the goal scorers, puts it to Musaba with his fancy footwork inside to Gabriel Goding, another goal scorer. Here comes Cleveland going in with the shot just wide. A pass went down the right side. Riley Quinn tried to cut the ball off, but just missed it. And that put Luca Piazza all alone inside the 18. There was a shot, but it went just wide. Fortunate for Buffalo. Long clearance by Jean Cagdi. Here comes Diadu with the ball. Finds a teammate. Finds Tyler, or make that Ivan Wangu. It'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Throw-in goes in and is stopped by Colin Monroe. So Buffalo did make a substitution, Steve. Ane Diadu went in, and I'm trying to figure out who he went in for, and I believe he went in for Logan Diebold, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I see Logan out there.
All right. 15.
We have a free kick coming up as Tyler Warmington was taken out. That'll be a free kick for Buffalo. "23 yards out. Looks like Jason Hernandez stands over the ball. All the big people heading inside the 18. Let's see what happens. Buffalo trying to get something positive out of this free kick 23 yards away. Jason Hernandez. Looks like he's going to be taking the kick. What is Ankur Singh giving instructions to the wall? Here's the kick. The shot inside. Would have been offside anyway, but it went right to goalkeeper Colin Monroe. The chip inside the box went a little bit too far. Once again, Cleveland with the ball, knocked away by Riley Quinn. I believe the substitution was for Ane Diadu was in for Tyler Cole, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Tyler Cole. I don't see him out there, so he's the man that came out. Cleveland has made no substitutions as far as I'm concerned. 56 minutes gone.
This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by Lawley Insurance, helping you protect what matters. Business, employees.
If it's happening in Niagara County, you'll hear about it here. Join Eric Cook and WLVL News Director Hank Nevins every morning on Wake Up Niagara, weekday mornings at 6 on Hometown 1340 WLVL. O'Neal Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass was to Jack Jenkins, but he could not control it, and he knocked the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. 2-1. As we mentioned, out of town, or just up of town, Niagara and is tied today 1-1 at halftime. The Niagara 18-12 and the Ambassadors of Ohio with the 1-1 tie. It is 2-1 here. Diadu trying to control the ball. Being marked tightly, and good backtracking by Diadu, who unfortunately was taken off the ball. And here comes Musaba down the left side, being watched by Jason Hernandez. A through ball cut off by the defense, John Catney. It's a turnover, and it goes to Piazza inside the box. But it'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. Nice crowd braving the elements on this Saturday night here in Buffalo, in North Tonawanda to be exact. And Buffalo Stallions will be back in action this Wednesday right here as they take on Flower City. 7 o'clock start. And then Buffalo once again, May 30th, will be home against the Erie Commodores. So 3 games in a row home before they get out of town. Logan Debo for Andy Loomis, who swings it back to his defender, Jean Cadney. Loomis could not control the ball, and Cleveland gets the ball in midfield. Musaba, one-on-one again with Hernandez to Luca Piazza, who beats Hernandez down the left side of Buffalo's defense. Buffalo is able to get back and have Cleveland go back in their own zone. Alan Jerkowitz controls the ball. To O'Neal Mitchell, who comes up the field. Back to O'Neal Mitchell, top of the box. Looking to shoot. Buffalo gets in front, not able to shoot that ball. Here's a foul. It should be a foul. There is. John Catney tried to go for the ball, and he was taken out from behind inside the 18. It'll be a free kick for Buffalo. Jack Petrie does the honors, puts it into play. Long, searching ball, cut off by Carmignani. Cleveland gets the ball back. Here's a shot. Great save. And the rebound.
Offside.
But offside.
Yep.
Musaba was offside. Off a shot by Goading. The rebound went right to Musaba, but he was in an offside position at the time that the ball was kicked. And the assistant referee with the flag up. And Ankur Singh calls the offside. Jack Petrie to Riley Quinn. Steve, anything early you see in this first half? Here's dangerous play, but fortunately the ball went right to Jack Petrie. Anything you see in particular the second half? Did Buffalo has changed anything? Or
I think that Buffalo is trying to put a little bit more attacking. In the second half, they're actually moving another attacker up there now. So instead of just one they had before, now they have 2 up on top.
Okay.
All right. And I have to say the Cleveland team is very well disciplined. I mean, they don't.
And here's
really
a ball inside the box. It's crossed in front, but cut off by Buffalo's defense. That was very dangerous as Cleveland broke in, and they've done so in the last couple of times they had possession of the ball. And a very dangerous situation. Sorry to cut you off there, Steve.
Yep. No, it's not. I mean, the way how that Buffalo realized that they got to get some balls up on the top. So they had another player up there and try to help Johnny. Right.
Diadu chasing the defender for Cleveland. And Buffalo is able to come up with the ball, but the ball is popped up in the air. And Bandera is able to head it out to Tyler Warmington, to Jason Hernandez, who kicks it back to Jack Petrie, who's goalkeeper. And now Riley Quinn. Or make that Logan Debo. Long searching ball for Andy Loomis. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. By the corner flag. Johnny Pizzino helps him out. Tries to find a man. But too many orange and black jerseys around, and Johnny Pizzino could not get away from 3 defenders. Cleveland with the ball again. Knocked down, but no foul. And Andy Loomis is looking for a foul, but none forthcoming. Loomis. He gets the ball back. Can he keep it in? Out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
Would like to thank Tool Steel Brokers LLC. They offer complete servicing of your tool steel needs, sourcing all tool steel grades for any application. See a complete listing of products and services on their website. Thank you. Tool
Once
Steel
again,
Brokers, LLC.
Buffalo down 2-1 to this Cleveland team, a team that they played last week to open the season. And Cleveland was able to defeat Buffalo by the score of 3-0. And Buffalo does not want to go down in their 2 first games of the season. Don't miss the Dana Show with Dana Lesh, the nation's #1 female talk show host, heard live every weekday from noon to 3 on Hometown 1340 WLVL. Ben Schmidt to Logan Debo, who gets it back to Jack Petrie. Long ball for Tyler Warmington. Gets away from his defender to John Cagdy. Back to Jack Petrie. .64.5 minutes gone in this game. Buffalo down 2-1. And they're back in action this Wednesday. Right here, North Tonawanda. There should be a foul as Anai Diadu was taken down right around midfield. Logan Debo will put the ball into play to John Cagdy. Here's Ben Schmidt. Back to Cagdy. Logan Debo with the ball. Looking for a teammate. And goes backward once again to Jack Petrie. Buffalo has to move. They're standing around, Steve. They need to move without the ball so that try to get between the defenders. But
yeah, but I think what they're doing, they actually had to force to go back to play defense a little more, and because the way, like I said, the Cleveland team is very well disciplined. I mean, every time when they lost the ball, you notice that they all go back to defend the team. Right now. Yep,
here's a dangerous
misplay.
situation.
Yep.
Missed kick by Buffalo. But Buffalo is able to get out of this. Will they? It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland.
Yep.
At Niagara University, Niagara 1812 is now down 2-1 to the Ambassadors FC of Ohio. 2-1 that score there, and 2-1 here. Here comes Cleveland. Looks like it's offside. They put the ball in the back of the net, but fortunately for Buffalo, they were offside, and Buffalo dodges a bullet. Cleveland is moving very well without the ball, and their midfielders, especially Gabriel Goding, is able to find his teammates between the seams. Diadu is being worked over by Mitchell, who takes the ball away, and Goding once again tries to pass, but is taken away by Buffalo. Here comes Buffalo. Through ball for Andy Loomis. Can he get to it? Yes, he does. Here's a cross. Oh, the ball just missed Johnny Pizzino, who was all alone in front of the net. Worthington tries to make a move, but he slips. And Carmignani comes away with the ball. Great opportunity for Buffalo. Andy Loomis broke down the left side. He crossed it for Johnny Pizzino, who was not able to get to it. And Cleveland comes away with the ball. They inside the box. It is a throw-in for Cleveland. We have a substitution for Cleveland, their first substitution.
I'm trying.
Let's see who is coming in. Going out for Cleveland might be easier than finding out who's coming in.
Yeah.
Because we cannot see the numbers.
Yeah, he will turn.
Eventually. Oh. Gabriel Goding went out, one of the goal scorers.
Look like number 14.
Number 14 came in, and
Cleveland substitution, now entering the game, number 14,
Oliver Spinks.
In for number 8, Gabriel Godin.
Oliver Spinks comes in. And here comes Buffalo once again. The ball for Pizzino, but knocked away by the defense.
Offside.
No, offside. Well, it's going to be a corner kick, though. That'll be a corner kick.
Interesting strategy. See how it plays out.
Yeah, that was bold.
Corner kick for Cleveland. There's the ball inside the box over everybody, and it'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Looks like somebody else is warming up for Cleveland. We should surely have a substitution, and I believe that Buffalo has somebody coming in as well. We can't see the number yet. Buffalo is actually having a couple of people up there. Looks like a double substitutions for Buffalo. Here's Johnny Pizzino. Gets it to Warmington. Top of the box with the shot, but it's knocked away by the defense. Ben Schmidt to Loomis. Loomis controls inside the box. Cross. But no one there for Buffalo to take advantage. Once again, Ben Schmidt with the ball to Andy Loomis on the left side. Loomis crosses the ball, but no one there for Buffalo to take advantage. At a gaping net. Substituting for Buffalo looks like Johnny Pizzino going out. And Andy Loomis coming in.
I can't see that far.
Number 9.
I usually can, but for some reason we have all these shadows on our field.
It looked like number 9 coming in.
Bennett
for Buffalo.
Kerrigan.
Yep.
Kerrigan went into the game.
Yep. It's one of the
I couldn't
substitutions.
see who the other one was.
Yep.
Anyway, throw-in for Buffalo.
Now entering the game, number 9, Bennett Garrigan, and number 10, Douglas Tishabui.
Number 10.
Shabui. Douglas Shabui.
For number 4, Andy Lewis, and number 20, Gianni Pizzino.
Douglas Shabui is in the game now as Coach Rudy Pompert putting a little more offense up there with Shabui. Here's a long ball for Cleveland. They're coming in. But good defense by Logan Debo to knock the ball away.
Such a wild winter with weather. I think they've all gotten this line.
Like you can see this dark spot right here.
The ball
and the goal down
on the left side for Diadu, but they could not connect.
30 over there, the 20 over there.
And here's another substitution for Cleveland. Are you ready for Rush Hour? Join James Golden as he takes a look at the biggest stories of the day on Rush Hour, heard every weekday from 5 to 6 on Hometown WLVL. All right, substituting for Cleveland. Shabui gets the ball to Diadu. To Warmington.
Number 12, substituting from Cleveland.
Joshua Bell goes in.
Substitution now entering the game, number 12, Joshua Bell. In for number 55, David Carmignani.
And Carmignani went out. Joshua Bell for Carmignani. We're 74 minutes, 73 and a half to be exact, gone in this game. 2-1. Cleveland maintains a 2-1 lead. Buffalo making substitutions, adding a little more offense with Shabui in there, trying to see if they could break the Cleveland defense. O'Neal Mitchell to Jenkins. Joshua Bell getting the ball but knocked away from him. And the ball goes up to Diadu, but knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Riley Quinn with a throw-in to Douglas Shabui, who could not get around the defender, and it'll be a goal kick for Cleveland. What's that, Steve? You're pointing to something.
No, I'm just talking about, you know, what the Buffalo is doing right now is they desire they got to get try to score a goal now. They're going to putting a little more pressure up on top. Actually, make it a little better. Actually, they are not doing too bad at this moment, and hopefully it'll pay off to score a goal.
Right. Garrigan and Shabui in for Buffalo. Joshua Bell all over Logan Debo. No foul on the play. That's knocked out by Jack Petrie. Garrigan goes for the ball, but goes over his head. And it's cleared back to Colin Monroe, goalkeeper for Cleveland. O'Neal Mitchell chips the ball through to Bell. Nice play by Riley Quinn. Through ball for Shabui, but cut off by the defense once again of Cleveland. Joshua Bell controls it to Mitchell, who knocks the ball out of bounds. And it looks like we're going to have another couple more substitutions. 2 for Buffalo, 1 for Cleveland. We'll see who they are. We're way on the other side. Last year, Buffalo, the benches were on this side of the field. This year they moved them to the other side, so we're going to need binoculars for the next game.
There we
Steve.
go.
Oh, that's right. That is 2. Yep. Okay. Who's the other one? Is it Keegan?
Looks like Riley Quinn is out, and in his place, I see the number 2 is J.P. Barone. J.P. Barone in for Riley Quinn. Once again,
Buffalo substitution. Now entering the game, number 2, J.P. Barone. Number 19, Alex Calavoto. In for number 15, Riley Quinn. And number 8, Ben Schmidt.
Also in Alex Calivoda. I don't know if that's right pronunciation. I apologize. There's a shot, but it's out of bounds.
This portion of the game is brought to you by Beaver Lawn Care. From expert lawn care to top-tier drainage solutions.
77 and a half minutes gone in this game. 2-1 for Cleveland. On this Saturday night at North Tonawanda High School, where Buffalo will be hosting the Flower City Union this Wednesday.
The Buffalo Stallions would also like to thank Pelicano's Marketplace. Specialty Italian food and an old-fashioned butcher shop since 1986. From party trays to meat trays.
Cleveland with the ball after the goal kick. J.P. Barone gets it out. Ball's up in the air. Shabui trying to knock the ball away, but it's back to the goalkeeper. Wangu with the ball. To Tyler Diebold, or Logan, excuse me. Ball for Barone, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo's ball. And we have another substitution for Cleveland. Looks like O'Neal Mitchell leaves the field. And we'll see who's coming in for Cleveland. Looks like just a swap on defense, taking the same position that Mitchell was in. Long throwing inside the box. Well, that was just miscalculation and communication by Buffalo, but fortunately they got the ball back, but the shot by J.P. Barone went out of bounds. No harm, no foul as far as Cleveland team is concerned. O'Neal Mitchell went out.
Now entering the game, number 58, Ryan McQueen. In for number 20, O'Neal Mitchell.
Number 2, J.P. Barone, is another native of North Tonawanda's player.
Oh, yeah?
The kid grew up from North Tonawanda area and went to high school in North Tonawanda.
Nice
Yeah,
to see these kids continue their careers and playing here at home.
Yep.
Oh, there's a foul. Free kick 25 yards, or make that 30 yards away for Buffalo, Jason Hernandez. And Buffalo getting all the big people up there. John Cadley, also Ivan Vangu. They're all going up there. The ball is going to be chipped in the box. Let's see what comes of this. Here's the ball inside the box, a little bit short. It's headed over the crossbar, but the referee called a corner kick. Cleveland is complaining. Frankly, I thought it was a goal kick. It went off Buffalo, but I don't think Buffalo is going to complain about that. There's a corner kick for Buffalo. 81 minutes gone. Can Buffalo put one in here? Here's the kick. Chip inside the box. Great play by Colin Monroe to get it out. And here comes the counter for Cleveland. But Buffalo is able to snuff that off. And the ball goes deep into the corner. But it was knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. Actually, the ball was going for a corner kick, but smartly the Buffalo forward slid and knocked the ball out of bounds, so it would be a throw-in. Here's Diadu. Too many people around trying to dribble. And now Aaron Pass cut off by the defense. And Jack Petrie is out of the net, way out, but fortunately the ball was bouncy. I don't know what he was doing out there that far because John Cagdy was right there, but Petrie thought that he would have had a better a chance of getting, but as I said, fortunately the ball was bouncing and it gave defender John Cagdy a chance to knock it out of bounds. Getting late, Buffalo in a hurry to get something going as time is running out. 83 minutes gone. Can Buffalo tie it up and send the fans home at least with a tie? Of course, as we mentioned earlier, the Cleveland team and Buffalo faced off in the season opener, and Cleveland beat Buffalo handily by the score of 3-0. Here comes J.P. Barone up the left side. Tries the ball for Shabui, but was cut off. Here comes Cleveland once again. They're dangerous. Ball taken away by Ben Schmidt. They're trying to feed Warmington on that right side. Here it was Warmington. Crosses it, but knocked away by the defense. Very well organized defense for Cleveland. The linesman's got the flag up, and he calls a handball in Buffalo's favorite. And it'll be a free kick for Buffalo. 15 yards out. Once again, an opportunity for Buffalo to tie this game up. All inside, right on top of the, right around the 6-yard box. Warmington is going to take the free kick now. He will swing it in with his left foot. Here's a chip.
Aye.
Now a collision inside there, Colin Monroe.
Be careful,
and now
guys.
we have some problems back there as the defenders are pushing Shabui around. I mean, they're pushing him around. He basically went for the ball, which he has every right to do. I mean, the goalie, yes, he's to be protective, but if the ball is up in the air, the forward has an opportunity. He has the right to go for it.
Hungry after the match? Treat yourself to something bold.
Right, Steve?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, but you look at the size of the player. You look at the defender for Cleveland, man. They're huge players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So your air attacking is not going to work for them.
Ryan McQueen went out. He looks like he's about 6'5" on that back of that defense.
Right.
And now he is one big man back there. And anything up in the air, it looks like a foul again as the rain comes down here in North Tonawanda.
Yeah.
86 minutes gone plus in regulation. Buffalo's not going to get that many more chances. They have to make good on one of these free kicks. They've gotten 2 now. Here's the kick inside the box. Oh, what an opportunity. Logan Debo had header, and that should be a foul. Yes, it is. The forward for Cleveland just grabbed the defender for Buffalo and threw him out of the way. He's getting a little chippy out there as the rain comes down here in North Tonawanda. Steve, open that window because I cannot see.
Here we go.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Here we go. 30 yards away. Buffalo chips it in. Cleared away by Cleveland. Here's a shot. Buffalo is complaining for a handball, but that's not the way referee Encore Singh sees it. Obviously, he didn't see it. Does he have his glasses on? Because they might be watered down.
No, what the referee saying was
that the ball was in.
The defender didn't make himself bigger. You know, his hand was right by his body, and the ball hit the hand.
Yep.
It didn't play the ball, so it was a good call.
So the ball played the hand, and not the hand did not play the ball, so he called it nothing.
Yep.
And the ball goes back to the goalie, who had a collision, and now he is down, and we're going to have some extra time at it as the trainer comes out to check on the injured goalkeeper, Colin Monroe, who outside of that one goal that they scored, it really has not had to make too many saves.
No, I think in the second half, the Buffalo, they finally realized that they got to start attacking the ball, so they subbed out, number 4 and number 20. And then they started bringing a couple more guys to attack. Actually, it was a better game plan, and hopefully, we don't have that much time left, but hopefully they can score a goal and tie the game up.
Tune in to Joe Pags Show weeknights from 6 to 9 on WLVL, a trusted voice in talk radio for many years. Joe Pags helps put today's world in perspective weeknights on Hometown 1340 WLVL. And, of course, all home games this year will be on Hometown 1340 WLVL, the official station of the Buffalo Stallions. And, of course, they could also be seen on YouTube, Buffalo Stallions TV. The trainers continue to work on goalkeeper Colin Monroe. The rain continues to fall here in North Tonawanda. 2-1. The score for Cleveland. And once again at Crosstown, the Ambassadors FC Ohio team is leading 2-1. 2-1 over the Niagara 1812 team, coached by Dave Hesh and assistant coach Shane Majerus, who was sitting where you are sitting, Steve, last year.
Yeah, Mr. Shane Majerus is a good friend of us. Obviously, the gentleman has been around soccer for many years. I mean, and he does a lot of good things around the community. And
by the way, Steve, I just got a message from MASO Soccer. They're looking for referees. If you're open.
I am too old for this, my friend.
Well, now you're an assassin. I mean, an assessor.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Well, Jack, looks like Colin Monroe is okay, and the ball is going to be put into play. Time has, official time has expired. I don't know how much time we have left over as Cleveland breaks in on goal, but Jack Petrie comes out to get the ball before the forward for Cleveland knocked that ball into the net. I'd like to say hi to Jeff Horner. Hi, Jeff. Great. It looks like a snowman up here. Shabui could not get the ball. Buffalo pressing to get the tie and go as time is running out. We're in extra time. I did not see the board for the extra time, Steve. I don't know if you think maybe 2-3 minutes tops.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Couple
put up
minutes.
about maybe 3 minutes or so for the injury.
It's a throw-in deep in Buffalo's side of the field. And now another throw-in. Buffalo trying to get up the field. Time is running out. They're down 2-1. Unfortunately, a bad touch puts the ball out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. And, of course, you know that they're going to take their time. They are not in a hurry. Subsequently, they're just trying to kill time. The ball goes back to Colin Monroe. And they're just going to play keep away in the back. Long ball, long searching ball for Cleveland, but it's knocked out of bounds, and it is Cleveland's ball. I thought I hit the defender or the Cleveland player, but that's not the case. So Cleveland's going to hold that ball in the corner. It goes out of bounds, but again, way too far from the net. And the ball goes to Jack Petrie, who's going to put into play. Ball with Jason Hernandez on his bicycle, trying to get that ball up the field. Here's a long ball down the field, but knocked away by the Cleveland defense. They've been so organized, Steve, on that defense. Yep. And here they come again, Buffalo, trying to get the ball inside the box. Shabui taken out inside. But not a penalty shot for sure. Here comes Cleveland running toward the flag. He stops, he turns the ball back. Buffalo knocks the ball away. That's a foul. This has to be the last chance for Cleveland, or for Buffalo, as they get possession. It's going to be a free kick. Jack Petrie is going to launch it as far as he can, trying to get one last chance. This has to be the last chance. Cleveland clears the ball away. J.P. Barone to Tyler Warmington. Crosses inside the box. Cleared out by Cleveland. No, go forward, not backwards. J.P. Barone got the ball and hit it back 30 yards toward his own net. Here he comes. Cleveland clears it out. Yes, they do. Logan Debo gets the ball to Jason Hernandez. He's going to knock it inside, but cut off by Cleveland. And you have to think that this game is pretty much just about to be blown dead by referee Ankur Singh. Here comes Cleveland on the counter. The ball deflects off. We have an offside. Offside. Did we have 5 minutes of extra time?
Yeah, we're working on the 5 minute now.
5 minutes.
Yep.
What happened? We have 5 minutes.
I guess you're going to add on.
Long ball for J.P. Barone. He could not control it. It'll be a throw-in deep in Cleveland zone, and they're going to milk as much time as possible. Oh, and mysteriously another ball just rolled on the field. Kill more time. Back inside. It's a goal kick. Game is over. The game ends with Cleveland outlasting Buffalo by the score of 2-1 after Buffalo took the lead on a goal by Tyler Warmington. Cleveland came back with goals by Luca Piazza and Gabriel Goding to take the victory by the score of 2-1. And Steve, unfortunately, not the way Buffalo wanted to start the season, 0-2, and unfortunately they met a Cleveland team who underwent a total roster overhaul, if you will. They only had 3 players from a team that finished 5-3-2 last year. They had 3 players from last year's team. And but they play very well, and they have both games that they played against Buffalo, scoring 5 goals and only allowing 1 goal. So they play very well. What do you think?
Well, you're correct. The Cleveland team is very well disciplined, especially in the defensive side. Every time when they lost the ball, you know what they do, they'll make sure they always have 5 defensive players back there. And that they pass the ball very well in the midfield, and that's how they scored the 2 goals. They were very good. I mean, they don't kick the ball just to kick the ball. If you look at the Buffalo team, first of all, I'd like to say that I love to see this is what I can call a community soccer team. I mean, this is a local team. They're a local player, and I'm glad to see that. And there's some very good talented player. I think what they have to do, they got to play together. And this team play hard, but I think what they got to do, they got to have somebody be able to be a placemaker. You know, this long ball is not going to make them work too well.
Well, the other thing too, Steve, is that Buffalo underwent a coaching change shortly before the season began. Mark Spicone resigned for whatever reasons, I don't know, and Rudy was brought in. He was the assistant coach last year, and I wasn't not sure that he was going to be the assistant coach this year, so he came late. And so he took over, and he hasn't really had the time, I'm sure, to implement whatever style he wants his team to play. And let's face it, there's also a lot of kids that just finished college, and they are, still trying to find themselves and be a cohesive unit. So they looked promising at the beginning. With a nice goal by Tyler Warmington, but the experience of the Cleveland team really showed, and unfortunately they were not able to tie it up. But I think with a little more timing between all the players, they'll be able to have a good season, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Buffalo have a very good future. It's a very entertaining game.
Yep,
it
sure was.
Regardless of the weather. I mean, this weather is awful, to be very honest. I mean,
it really was.
Yeah,
like I mentioned before, last year we had fans in here, and this time around we're really having to put our winter coat on. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this evening from North Tonawanda High School, as the Buffalo Stallions drop a 2-1 decision to the Cleveland SC. Buffalo will next be in action on this Wednesday night, May 27th, right here in North Tonawanda against the Flower City Union. They are the 2025 NPSL champions. So get your tickets. Hope to see you here. Hope the weather will cooperate and be a little bit warmer and with a little bit less rain than we've had the past month and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, from North Tonawanda, for Steve Wu, this is Tony Okudo. You've been listening to Buffalo Stallion Soccer on Hometown WLVL.
Well, thank you.